SS Panzer Division coming down that road. You boys have never fought anything like them. Reminiscing about the beaches of Puerto Rico, Ram?
From the Upper West Side, Miller. Taking New York winter over.
Douglas, this is Derek 06. Vehicle's broke. All my men are dead.
Roger, Derek. We cannot get to you. You need to rally point Delta for him.
That's too big of a hike. SS is going all over me.
Godspeed to you, Captain.
When it comes to the SS, there are no rules. They're not soldiers, they're murderers.
He warned us about turncoats and spies.
Keep your radio battery alive. It's your lifeline now.
That was the sturdiest radio in the world.
80 years from now, everyone will know what happened in that battle. But will they understand it?
I hope they do.
Actual 5-star reviews of Bob's Playday sectional, performed by 5.
Oh, goodness. Hi, good morning. Yeah, I see those questions. So first off, of course, we have to say, hi, my name is Mary. We're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine, and I have 4 children here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. We've been explaining to people how they've gotten away with these things, how it gets fed out, who it gets fed out to, and why so many people in these cases are usually very confused, protecting the sickos, attacking the victims, or those who are aware speaking the truth. It's really sad when you see the level of sick fucks around us. So if you feel like I'm being disrespectful for saying that, I guess we haven't taken the same classes. I guess we haven't had the same experiences and actually really thought about it. Because believe me, we have. So let me tell you something. When people are fucking little kids and committing crimes, being nice might sound vulgar and profane. It might sound like you sick motherfucking pieces of shit. Wake the fuck up. Right, so if you think that that's being disrespectful, then you're wrong. Right, if you were just saying that to some random person, or it's morning time and you want somebody to get out of bed because you don't want them to be late for work or school, get the fuck out of bed! Get the fuck up, you wake the fuck up! Then that would be like, hey, dude, you got a fucking mental illness, what's wrong with you? Right. So do you get it? Because a lot of people who work within our systems that are medicating a lot of people don't seem to understand those things. And many of them have believed in ghosts and aliens, and over the years, they're coming to grips with that. And it's sad how much time and money has been spent on trying to get adults to stop telling their fucking Harry and the Henderson stories and actually believing them and casting that fear and stupidity upon the children. Right, or false senses of security and specialness, right? See how quickly we just had that conversation? Under 5 minutes, Fox News. You guys want to talk about that? And hey, we can even throw in the dangers of Botox and SSRIs and the dangerous pathogens with which they contain, and how the concerns about that and the concerns with the poisonous vaccines, toxic, contaminated vaccines, not to mention the tainted drug batches they had going around to help catch the cartel families, right? Right, it's all connected. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. You guys want to talk about this shit? Or are you late for your fucking Botox appointment? Yeah, that's what we need people to wake the fuck up to. So obviously you're not going to report your own bullshit and ignorance and stupidity. So it's up to us to do that, is it? And you get paid how much? to report the facts, and you get how much security because you feel threatened? Dangerous job, isn't it? You sick fucking pieces of entitled shit. My name's Mary. Augusta Governor Hill Mansion, Augusta, Maine. The shit needs to be exposed. These kids need help. They need to be taken out of the hands of their abusers for one fucking thing. Yeah, well, when you're surrounded by delusional pieces of shit drug addicts, it's a little difficult, isn't it, within and out of our systems here? Right, so we have a lot of good people that are also aware, and many of them have moved away or been killed. It's really sad to us. But don't worry, I think more have moved away than have been killed, and they're very aware. Anyways, right, so someone was asking, yes, I did see that. That was horrible. Kim Mathers had her second DUI within 3 months, and a lot of people are sad about that. Well, you see it all the time, right? And we always wonder, whenever you see anybody, it is sad. You think, why would you get behind the wheel like that? Or especially when you just had a DUI and they must have put you on some kind of required program. I mean, I don't know. I'm confused myself. That was really sad. That was actually really sad. Some people in class actually cried. For real, yeah, it made them extremely sad. Just the whole situation after what had just happened back 3 months ago. And then Tiger Woods is another example, they're saying, has to that same kind of, they're wondering how someone who's known to have a substance abuse problem or blah, 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 where are their outreach networks? How come there's nobody telling them, do not drink and drive, whatever you do, call me, okay? Call somebody. Don't ever, we'll take you where you need to go. Don't ever let anyone talk you into going anywhere when you're in that state. Right, why people are wondering that. They said it's just so sad just watching that and then seeing her get hauled off in cuffs again, the poor thing. Yeah, we did. We actually felt really bad. We're being serious. And drinking and driving is a serious offense, so people were angry too. Like, why the fuck are you behind the wheel doing that? Like, it angers people. That's putting a lot of people in danger. Right, so some people in class are just focusing on they're thinking of the outreach networks, or remembering when they got their first OUIs or the different programs they were on. And even I myself personally, I can remember people being really strict and friendly and kind, very direct as well, and also very lax. I mean, it's quite a combination with all these different classes, huh? Right, and I can remember them. I mean, I had cards, I had phone numbers. You know, people would say, hey, don't ever drink and drive. If anyone tries to convince you to drink and drive, or they make you feel like it's an emergency and they really need your help, don't do it. Right, because that had happened, right, when I was only 16. Yeah, there was people that really made me feel like I had to go help them, right? Something. Do you remember that? Yeah, it's interesting. I think they work in our healthcare fields now here locally. You can ask them. Fucking scary, dude, some of the people that work in our systems. I'm not just talking about because of stuff like that. We're talking about a history of sick, evil behavior from people that have made it into our systems. I mean, you don't really need to be mentally stable to get jobs within those systems, as long as you have a clean record. Right, so that's why it's become a game too for them to try to get kids in trouble and get written up for stuff to kind of make sure they get omitted from having a chance at any kind of certain occupation. Yeah, it's like a game to these kids, especially within the public school systems. And there's a lot of channels dedicated just to those kind of things. And they make a lot of money off them. Right, so I mean, I can remember too, there were certain ones in particular, and there was one in particular, right? You kind of had different tiers, right? It was like one-on-one, and then there was the buddy system, like a chain of this one doesn't answer, right, kind of thing. But anyways, yeah, I can remember them saying, my one-on-one, just please don't ever just call. There's never any reason to do that. You know how dangerous that is. You could hurt yourself, somebody else, and you will get locked up. I never drank and drove again. Never. In fact, I don't even drink. It's amazing, right? But I remember, you know, my one-on-one. They didn't show up to class one day. I called just to say hi. They didn't answer. Yeah, I guess come to find, they had a pretty bad accident. Yeah. Well, the chemical test that was revealed was shocking to everybody because this person had been with our classes for a while, and they had always tested clean. And they were very careful with their testing. They did urine, hair analysis, and blood draws. So, yeah, you couldn't really trick those. And the chemicals that, you know, in the person's system was just, yeah, they wouldn't have taken that. It was just really weird. You know, I mean, maybe sometimes you don't know people, but it was very much a huge shock. You know, I can remember that being a huge wake-up call, too. Started to connect the dots, you know, with some other things. Yeah, so hopefully people around here are waking the fuck up, and they do what they can to report the facts here and help these children when you understand the networks it's connected to. Yeah, the fact that, and we know so many have stayed silent because of their friends, sponsors, business dealings, whatever investigations they think are going on, hazing and tating, getting certain targets and problems. You people are fucking sick and you need help. And if you can't recognize that that's a mental illness, putting a lot of people in danger, we're not really sure where to go with that. You medicated sick fucks. Anybody? Okay, much love, health, and peace to you all. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, we're right here. It's 5:55 a.m. Mwah.